Good morning, guys. So we just got our next case of autism, and this was a unique case in a 10-year-old girl. Diagnosed autism. She's 10 years old. She's had extreme violence and anger and hitting and kicking since 2 years old. So it's been for 8 years, and she has seizures all the time. Okay, so 20 to 50 mild seizures a day, the mother tells me, and she has 2 to 4 severe seizures where she falls down, tenses up, the foaming of the mouth that lasts for 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes longer. This happens once a week. It happens 2 to 4 times. So very severe. And this has been going on for 8 years with this poor little girl. So I want to go through these case notes with you guys like I typically do to show you guys what's possible with the proper homeopathic medicine. And it's only been 1 week on this medicine for this little girl that was specifically chosen for the way she presents with autism and the way she presents with this behavioral anger and aggression and with the seizures, okay? So let's go through this. I started seeing this little girl February, I'm just looking at the case notes, February 13th, 2020. And today, I just got off the phone with the mother about an hour ago. Today's February 21st. It's been about a week, and we've seen some pretty amazing things in a week. So let's go through. I'm going to read through case notes before, and then we'll go through case notes after, which is today, 7 days later, and you can kind of get an idea of what changed with this little girl. So everything began, this is from the mother's notes, okay? She said at 13 months, she went in for her vaccinations. Within 7 days of that vaccination, extreme fever of 104, she started throwing up. And ever since then, she's been extremely violent with aggression, kicking, throwing things, breaking things, jumping on tables, this type of thing, since 13 to 14 months old. And she's 10 years old now. So this poor family has been through a lot. And this poor little girl's been suffering for a long period of time too. So we've had that. A month later, after those 13-month vaccinations, so the mother says around 14 to 15 months, she started to develop the seizures very mildly. And then every month they progressed to the point that they are at now with how extensive and severe they are now. So that was how everything started. I just want to read what the mother says. So she says, with the seizures, the child will face plant. And this happens 2 to 4 times a week. These severe seizures that last 4 minutes, 5 minutes. She falls down and she spasms. Her hands clench up. She foams from the mouth. And all this happens. So pretty severe, very sad. What else did she tell me? She told me that what happens is before the seizure, she gets extremely angry. Now, she's violent and angry all day because there's obviously discomfort, okay? But that's the way she expresses it. But before the episodes of seizures, she gets extremely violent, throwing things, breaking things, kicking the mother. She's almost impossible to control, the mother told me. Now, the violence. She gave me an idea of how this violence happens. She says she kicks interior doors down in the house. She has crashed and jumped on glass tables and tries to break things. She deliberately tries to break things because she's in such discomfort. And this is how she expresses it. And especially if you tell her no. So those are the main things, okay? For no reason, it just comes on, the mother says. So this was their daily life. So that's kind of what she told me. There's a bunch of other little things, a little bit of ear infections, that type of stuff. Let's go through what happened on the follow-up, which I just did about an hour ago. And I want to explain to you what the mother said to me. Now, she says, sleep. She was not sleeping very long. Sleep improved. She's sleeping in longer. That was a little thing that improved. But basically, there's been this is from the mother's words, okay? There's been no major violence this week, which is good, the mother said. And I asked her, give me an idea, quantify it for me. How much less violence is there in this little girl? And we judge it by 3 things. We have frequency, intensity, and duration of every symptom we're trying to address or help the patient with, okay? So I said, give me an idea, percentage-wise, how much less? She says it's 80% less intense with the violence, which is amazing. This is 7 days. She says it's 70% less frequent. So it's happening 70% less often, and it's shorter duration. So now she does a little thing. She'll kick something, but then she stops. She doesn't keep going. So even the duration of these episodes of violence and anger are a lot less. So that's amazing. She doesn't want to kick people anymore, and destroying the house is much better. She's not destroying the house. Her behavior has been more calm. She's not getting as agitated. These are the mother's words after 7 days. It's amazing. Now, the seizure activity, overall, it's much better, she said. Less intensity with the bigger seizures for sure. So these ones, she was having 2 to 4 a week, less intense. She was lying in bed one night and it happened. And the mother thinks she may have fell down if she was standing up, but that was the one major episode she had in 7 days. So if she was having it 2 to 4 times a week before, we maybe had it once in this last week, that's 70-80% improvement. And this is just the beginning with this little girl, okay? Now, she continues. She says the smaller seizures are better. They're at the same time, still in the morning and same at night. She said when she has the bigger seizures now, they used to last up to 3 minutes. They're only lasting about 30 seconds, that one that she did have. Okay, and they used to be way more aggressive. So there's just a lot. So she summarized everything for me. She says just a lot less of these bigger seizures and has not had a drop seizure at home. Okay, so that is amazing. So just a quick little thing. This was a quick little follow-up I had for about 30 minutes. You could see anger improved. You could see the violence improved. You could see the seizures greatly improved. This is 7 days and she's had it for 8 years. So to see this type of healing, this is what is possible. Not every case is going to respond like this. Some cases will take a lot longer if your child is dealing with seizures and autism. But this is what is possible. Almost every case can be helped. Now, obviously, you guys have to reach out and contact me. I always like to get more info before we say we could help, okay? To know exactly what your child's dealing with, how it started, all the details around it. But I put these videos out to show you guys what is possible with these children. Because the benefit about homeopathy and properly prescribed homeopathy is that in almost all cases, every case is unique, I have to say, but in almost all cases, the benefits we achieve under the homeopathic medicine, the benefits we achieve in that child remain even once the homeopathic medicine is stopped. The medicine doesn't do anything. The medicine acts as a stimulus to cause a proper healing response within that child, very specifically chosen. And that's why the body's child is rebalancing and doing the work on its own. And that's why results are usually long-term. Of course, every case is unique. So, quick little overview. There you go. We're super excited. Mom's excited. We're going to keep updating on this case. This has only been 1 week. It's going to be months. It's going to take months to get this little girl better. But so far, the way things are going, it looks very good. So if you have any questions, reach out, give us a call, shoot us an email, or book a Skype consult, and we'll answer any questions you have.